Hey there, fellow food lovers. Welcome to the bustling world of grocery shopping, where every aisle is packed with possibilities and choices waiting to be made. Let's face it, grocery shopping can feel like navigating a maze, especially with shelves overflowing with tempting treats, colorful packaging, and promises of health and happiness at every turn. It's easy to get overwhelmed by all the options, and sometimes it feels like you need a map just to find your way. But fear not, my friends, because today we're arming ourselves with the knowledge to conquer those aisles and make choices that truly nourish our bodies. With a little guidance, you'll soon be shopping with confidence and purpose. You see, those little boxes and packages hold more than just ingredients. They hold the key to understanding what we're putting into our bodies. Every label is a story, and learning to read it is like unlocking a secret code. Decoding food labels might seem like a chore, but trust me, it's a superpower in disguise. Once you know what to look for, you'll be able to spot hidden sugars, unhealthy fats, and sneaky additives that might otherwise go unnoticed. By learning to read these nutritional roadmaps, we gain control over our health and well-being. It's about making choices that support your goals, whether that's more energy, better digestion, or simply feeling your best every day. We can make informed decisions about the fuel we provide our bodies, optimize our energy levels, and even prevent potential health issues down the road. The power to shape your health is truly in your hands, right there in the grocery aisle. So, join me on this adventure as we unravel the mysteries of food labels together. We'll learn, share tips, and support each other in making smarter choices. Let's turn those confusing numbers and claims into tools for smarter, healthier choices, one shopping trip at a time. Get ready to become a label-reading pro and take charge of your grocery game. Alright folks, before we dive into the nitty-gritty of calories and nutrients, let's talk about serving sizes. This, my friends, is where many a well-intentioned eater gets tripped up. You see, that seemingly innocent little number at the top of the nutrition label holds a lot of weight. It tells you the amount of food the rest of the information is based on. And let me tell you, it's not always what you think. Take that bag of chips, for example. You might polish off the whole thing thinking you've consumed one serving, when in reality, it contained 2 or even 3. Suddenly, those calorie and fat numbers don't seem quite so innocent, do they? Remember, knowledge is power. By paying attention to serving sizes, we can accurately gauge our intake and make choices that align with our health goals. So, the next time you're scanning a label, start at the top with serving size. It's the foundation upon which smart choices are built. Now that we've tackled serving sizes, let's talk about calories, the fuel that keeps our bodies running. Think of calories as units of energy. We consume them through food and drinks, and our bodies burn them through physical activity and just basic bodily functions. The calorie section on a food label tells you how much energy that particular food provides per serving. It's important to remember that everyone's calorie needs are different, depending on factors like age, activity level, and metabolism. The key is to find a balance between the calories you consume and the calories you burn. If you're taking in more calories than you're burning, you'll likely gain weight. On the other hand, if you're consistently consuming fewer calories than you're burning, you'll likely lose weight. Don't obsess over calorie counting every single bite, but be mindful of the overall calorie content of your food choices. Balance and moderation, my friends. Those are the keys to a healthy relationship with food. Alright, now let's break down the building blocks of our diet. The macronutrients: protein, carbohydrates, and fats. These three are essential for our health, and understanding them can help us make smarter choices every time we eat. You'll see them listed on almost every nutrition label, and they each play a unique role in keeping our bodies running smoothly. These nutrients provide our bodies with the energy and materials they need to function properly, grow, and repair. Let's start with protein. Think of protein as the building blocks of our bodies. Every cell, tissue, and muscle relies on protein to stay strong and healthy. It helps repair tissues after exercise or injury, builds muscles, supports our immune system, and keeps us feeling full and satisfied after meals. Look for protein sources like lean meats, poultry, fish, beans, lentils, tofu, and nuts. Including a variety of these in your meals can help you meet your daily needs. Next, we have carbohydrates, which are the body's primary and most efficient source of energy. Carbs fuel everything from your brain to your muscles, especially during physical activity. Carbohydrates can be simple or complex, and the type you choose matters. Simple carbs like those found in sugary drinks, candy, and processed foods are quickly digested and can lead to rapid spikes and crashes in your energy levels. Complex carbs like those found in whole grains, fruits, and vegetables are digested more slowly, providing sustained energy and keeping you fuller for longer. They're also packed with fiber, vitamins, and minerals that support overall health. And last but not least, we have fats. Fats are often misunderstood, but they're just as important as protein and carbs. Don't be afraid of fats. Our bodies need them for energy, cell growth, and to protect our organs. Fats also help us absorb certain vitamins like A, D, E, and K. Healthy fats, like those found in avocados, nuts, seeds, and olive oil, support heart health, brain function, and even help us absorb those essential vitamins. Try to include these in your meals while limiting unhealthy fats from fried or heavily processed foods. Remember, a balanced diet includes a healthy mix of all three macronutrients. Each one plays a vital role, and together, they help you feel your best. Aim for a variety of sources and pay attention to the types of fats you're consuming. By reading nutrition labels and making informed choices, you can build meals that nourish your body and support your long-term health. Let's talk about sugar, shall we? Sugar is everywhere. It's in our morning coffee, our favorite snacks, and even in foods we might not expect. It's a staple in most kitchens, and a big part of our daily diets, whether we realize it or not. It's the ingredient that adds a touch of sweetness to our lives, making treats and drinks taste delicious. But while sugar can make food more enjoyable, too much of it can have some not-so-sweet consequences for our health, especially when it sneaks into foods we eat every day. The sugar section on a food label can be tricky because it includes both naturally occurring sugars, like those found in fruit and milk, and added sugars, which are put in during processing or preparation. Understanding the difference is important for making healthier choices. Added sugars are the main culprits we want to watch out for. Unlike natural sugars, added sugars don't come with the fiber, vitamins, or minerals that whole foods provide. They're just empty calories that can add up quickly. These sneaky sweeteners find their way into a surprising number of processed foods, from salad dressings to yogurt to even bread. You might be surprised to learn that even foods that don't taste sweet can contain significant amounts of added sugar. Consuming too much added sugar has been linked to weight gain, type 2 diabetes, heart disease, and other health problems. Over time, high sugar intake can also affect your energy levels and mood, making it harder to maintain a healthy lifestyle. So how do we navigate the sugar scene? It starts with being aware and making informed choices every time we shop or eat out. First, check the ingredients list for any added sugars, which can be listed under a variety of names like high fructose corn syrup, sucrose, dextrose, and maltose. There are actually over 50 different names for added sugars, so it pays to be vigilant. Second, compare labels and opt for products with lower amounts of added sugar. Sometimes choosing a plain version and adding your own fruit or spices can help you control your sugar intake. Remember, a little sweetness is fine, but moderation is key. Enjoying treats occasionally is part of a balanced lifestyle, but being mindful helps prevent overindulgence. By being mindful of our sugar intake, we can satisfy our sweet tooth while still prioritizing our health. Making small changes like reading labels and choosing whole foods can make a big difference in the long run. The ingredient list, often overlooked but oh so important. This list provides a behind-the-scenes look at exactly what's gone into making that food product. Think of it like this: ingredients are listed in descending order of weight. That means the first ingredient makes up the largest proportion of the product, while the last ingredient makes up the smallest. Here's a little trick aimed for products with shorter, more recognizable ingredient lists. If you see a bunch of long, hard-to-pronounce words, it's usually a sign that the product is highly processed and may contain artificial ingredients, preservatives, and other additives. Remember, food should nourish our bodies, not confuse them. By paying attention to ingredient lists, we can make choices that align with a whole foods approach to eating. Let's talk about the daily values, or DVs, listed on food labels. These percentages can be a helpful guide in determining how a serving of food contributes to your overall daily nutrient intake. The DVs are based on a 2,000-calorie diet, so keep in mind that your individual needs may vary. In general, 5% DV or less for a nutrient is considered low, while 20% DV or more is considered high. Use the DVs to make informed choices about the nutrients you're getting from the foods you eat. For example, if you're trying to increase your fiber intake, Look for products with a higher percent DV for fiber. Remember, the DVs are just a guide, not a set of strict rules. The key is to use them in conjunction with your overall dietary goals and preferences. Marketing, the art of persuasion. Food manufacturers know that we're looking for healthier options, and they use clever marketing tactics to appeal to our desires. But don't be fooled by buzzwords and health claims on the front of packages. Terms like natural, low-fat, and sugar-free can be misleading. Natural doesn't necessarily mean healthy, as it has no official definition when it comes to food labeling. Low-fat products often compensate for the lack of fat with added sugar or salt, and sugar-free doesn't mean calorie-free. These products may contain artificial sweeteners or other ingredients that can still impact your health. The best way to see through the marketing smoke and mirrors is to flip the package over and read the nutrition label and ingredient list. Don't let flashy claims sway you from making informed choices based on facts, not marketing hype. Congratulations, my friends! You've made it through our crash course in food label literacy. Now, armed with this knowledge, you're equipped to navigate the grocery store aisles with confidence and make choices that support your health and well-being. Remember, reading food labels doesn't have to be overwhelming. Start by focusing on the key areas we've covered: serving size, calories, macronutrients, added sugars, and the ingredient list. As you become more familiar with these elements, you'll find that deciphering food labels becomes easier and more intuitive. You'll start to notice patterns, identify healthier options, and make choices that align with your nutritional goals. So, the next time you're at the grocery store, take a moment to flip over those packages and read the labels. You might be surprised by what you discover, and you'll be empowered to make choices that nourish your body from the inside out. Happy shopping, and here's to a healthier, happier you.